Switchbot said that they would sponsor this video if me and Brian from Automate Your Life had an energy off to see who could save the most money on their electricity bill. Brian. Brian who can't do the Riker maneuver properly. Brian. So I took a look at the Canadian energy prices and they look a bit something like this. Which is a bit depressing because the UK energy market looks a bit more like this. You do realise that the UK energy prices are currently higher than half of the kids that went to Woodstock 99? You realise that? It's not going to be difficult for me to win. Brian and I are challenging ourselves to only use Switchbot gear to kind of make it a little bit more difficult and, well, because Switchbot wouldn't sponsor us if we didn't.
Sponsorship cancelled. Sponsorship cancelled.
I'm kidding. Switchbot are literally the nicest people ever. But if you have motion sensors in your house already that are Alexa compatible, then you will find a lot of the things I'm going to tell you today will work for you regardless. If you don't have a motion sensor, I can highly recommend Switchbot, and I'm not just saying that because I am sponsored. You'll see why later on in the video. These motion sensors, there is nothing like them. I've been wanting to have rooms automatically shut themselves off when I leave for an eternity. But all the solutions I've tried so far in Home Assistant have let me down, or at least in some small way made it kind of not even worth having in the first place.
It's because you're an idiot! Home Assistant! Home Assistant! Home Assistant!
You know how you can tell if someone uses Home Assistant? Well, they'll tell you.
I use Home Assistant!
So anyway, I got to thinking how much money I might be able to save if this room switched itself off when I wasn't in it. It's astronomical. It's an astronomical amount of money. This won't affect me. I don't have my house lit up like a Christmas tree because I'm not a Minecraft-obsessed 10-year-old. Pathetic. Was that a rubber chicken? Yes, because even if you have just one kid that just goes around your house occasionally leaving one light on, it's going to get really expensive for you. I go for 2 20-minute walks a day. And I leave this room on because I am some kind of muppet. I also tend to leave this room on when I shower in the morning. And I also tend to leave this room on when I hit the gym in the afternoon for about an hour. And all of a sudden I'm starting to feel dizzy thinking about how angry this video is making my wife. The reality is, I do this every day. Even at weekends, I will walk out of this room thinking, I'm coming back in a minute, and then I'll get this. Rob, I think I've asked you before, but could you press the subscribe button? It's getting old now. This whole stick is getting old. Shtick. Shtick. Shtick is getting old. People are watching, people are fed up of me doing this whole bit, and it's because you haven't subscribed. Do it. If your name's Rob, if your name's not Rob, just press the button. Press the button. Press the button! I've calculated that this room's lights cost 12 pence an hour on today's tariff. According to Ofgen, by April 2023, it's going to be costing me 40 pence an hour. If you don't think that's a lot, wait until the end of this video for the final calculation. The Switchbot Motion Sensor is primarily designed to trigger Switchbot routines within their own ecosystem, but it will also trigger Alexa routines outside of that too. And here's where it gets interesting. One of those routine options is to take action if there is no motion detected for a set period. This is a game changer for me personally because it took 2 minutes to set up and it's going to save me £43.80 a year at the current rate. By October, it's going to save me £122.67 a year, and as of January next year, that's going to be £163.51. Wait until April 2023, when the saving will be £190.82 per year. For 20 minutes of effort, by 2023, I will be able to go out for a steak dinner every single month for the saving that I will have made. The really nice thing is that motion sensor will also switch this room on when it does detect motion using the reverse routine. I just created a second Alexa routine that does the direct opposite. Really kind of cool. If you already have Alexa-enabled motion sensors, get them in every room and get them set up with this routine. If you don't have motion sensors, Switchbot's is super reliable, it's magnetized, but most importantly, it also detects light. Which brings me on to my next point. The other preposterously stupid thing I do is leave the aircon on in this room when I finish work. For 9 hours. Whilst I sleep. Thanks for including me in this video, Switchbot. I am now divorced. Hello, darkness, smile. Because the Switchbot motion sensor can detect changes in light, I can now have it so that when these lights are turned off, the Switchbot hub will fire an infrared signal to turn my aircon off. You might use it to switch your TV and your set-top box and your Sky unit and all of the other things that are going on in your living room all the time whilst you're away because you forget to turn them off or because your kid forgets to turn them off. This is a magic way of getting infrared devices in your house switched off when the lights go off. And this is really easy to do. I simply put the Switchbot hub in my studio where I wanted the infrared signal to fire. I taught it my remote control for the aircon. You would do the same for your TV or your set-top box, or both. And then you can get the app to fire that signal whenever there is a change in light from the motion sensor. It couldn't be more straightforward. This next bit's kind of part and parcel of the same thing, but I've taken this a step further. You can buy yourself an FLIRC receiver, plug it into the USB port of your computer, put Event Ghost on your PC, and Event Ghost can tell your computer to shut down whenever a particular infrared signal is fired. I used a spare button off an old Windows Media Center remote control to train the Switchbot hub to fire that signal to turn my computer off when the lights are turned off. This is genius. How I set that up is a whole other video, and if you're interested in how I did it, just let me know in the comments and I'll step you through it. But this is again a massive game changer for me because your PC fans cost you a ridiculous amount of money. The lights in my room currently cost 6 pence per hour. The PC costs 3 pence per hour, and the aircon costs 1 pence per hour. I am therefore saving 10 pence for every hour this room is not turned on. And if we take my average of a couple of hours a day wasted, then the total yearly saving is £73 at the current rate. It'll be £204.44 as of October, £272.52 as of January next year, and £318.04 as of April 2023. This is just for one room using one motion sensor and a Switchbot hub. You could put other motion sensors around your house and other infrared blasters around your house to kill other devices and hopefully make a similar saving because I assume you guys don't have a room lit up like a Christmas tree. Pathetic! But either way, my wife is going to kill me. Shouldn't have made this video. My point was, you could be switching off any device that uses an infrared remote, or in fact, any device that is connected to she that should not be named, simply by leaving the room. That's how powerful Alexa routines are these days if you simply have an Alexa-enabled motion sensor. Go watch Brian's video now to see who you think won. If he's managed to save £318.04 a year, then I'll buy him an ice cream. You might have won. This stupid economy is too good. Babe, we're moving to Canada. Moving to Canada. Please, please, please share your own ideas in the comments for this video. We seriously need to help each other out at this point. Those of us who can't afford to pay these ridiculous prices are going to be choosing between eating and heating their homes. Me, if I can do this small thing by trying to help people out with their smart homes to figure out how they can save themselves some energy, that's a wonderful thing. If you're able to do that same wonderful thing by just sharing a couple of ideas in the comments, it won't just be me that appreciates it, other people will too. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That'll tell YouTube's algorithms it was a good video and more people should see it. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. If you ding the bell, it lets YouTube know that you want to be notified when I upload videos. These incredible people here are my patrons from Patreon, and it's thanks to them that this video exists. I know I say it every week, but without them, I would be working in a call center still. I would not be here. If you want to be one of those incredible people, you can do that at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal, and either way, I will genuinely love you forever. These are my Facebooks and my Twitters and my Instagrams and my TikToks too. Come and hang out there and we can be best friends. See you next time. That's how powerful the routines are when you add a motion sensor. Routines. I guess I'll be starting again. This is not going to be Brian. Babe, we're moving to Canada. Moving to Canada. Canada.